Taurus, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time. Welcome back if this isn't your first time. Either way, I'm so glad you're here to join me for today's reading, which is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And as you can see from the title, today we're doing your tarot predictions for the month of March 2021. So if this is you, welcome to your reading. I hope that you're excited for this because I am. Two things I want to say before we get into it quickly. First of all, this is a general reading, so make sure to only take what resonates and leave the rest. And also, I do private readings for both tarot and astrology, so if that is something that you would be interested in, I will leave my contact information down below, and you can hit me up over there and we can book something together, okay? Whatever suits you. So, without any further ado, let's just get into it and see what does the universe have in store for my beautiful Tauruses for the month of March. So, what's up for Taurus in March? What's happening for Taurus in March, please? Oh my god. Okay. Do I take all of this? Okay, I'm not sure about these. This one here. Is there anything else? Yeah, I think there's more. Okay, don't be shy. What's going on in March for Taurus? Okay, I'm gonna take this one and this one. Okay. Is there anything else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna place your cards and I'm gonna show them to you in just a moment. Okay, so we have the moon. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have the Queen of Wands. The Hanged Man. And finally, the Three of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands and not in reverse, the Eight of Wands. And I kind of, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna show it to you then if it wants to be seen so badly. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, and I kind of opened the deck randomly. At one point I saw Justice in reverse also. So, okay, you guys are, you're learning a certain lesson here, a certain life lesson. The universe wants you to learn something in March, and it has a lot to do with acceptance and surrendering. And so, because I feel like, especially with this Eight of Swords in reverse here at the center, I feel like you guys feel stuck, or I feel like you guys feel like you're being given obligations, or obligations are being imposed onto you that you don't want. And I think that you feel like they, especially I saw like the Justice in reverse, as I said, I think you feel like they are unfair. And honestly, they might be, but the truth is that that's not what this is about. The truth is that, and I feel like for some of you, this is something that's already happened, or it's going to happen at the beginning of March. Or maybe like you're like in a difficult situation and you're like trying to get out of that. Not difficult as in like dangerous, but like maybe you're not like in the best apartment or house, or in the best job, like you want to change jobs, or you're trying to change team at your job, or like boss, or by getting perhaps a promotion or being sent off differently. I feel like you've asked for something specific to someone, and I feel like you've not gotten it, or you're not going to get it. I'm sorry to say that. Or at least it's not going to be in the way that you wanted, and you're going to be really, really disappointed. And I think at first when it happens, and I think you're going to be very frustrated also. So I think you're going to feel completely stuck in this, and you're just going to be really, really resentful towards the universe. And if you're connected to your things like spirit guides and stuff, you might be even angry at your spirit guides. And honestly, I get it, because I've been angry at my spirit guides before too, when I was going through something challenging and I didn't understand why. There's a sense of confusion with the moon here. You're just like, I think like you're just like, why is this happening to me? Like, why is this happening right now? There's no reason. Like, I don't get it. Why do I have to go through this? And I saw 555 as I said that. So change, uncomfortable change. You're like, why? But you're just like, I don't understand why this is going on. There's no logic to this. Or it just doesn't make sense. And you're like, okay, like you're more practical, so you want things to make sense, or you think they should, at least in some way. And you're like, it doesn't make sense. So you're just, yeah, you might be also kind of struggling to see what's real and what's an illusion. But you just feel like, yeah, I feel like you were this Knight of Wands. You were like, okay, I'm charging towards forward. I'm going for it. Let's go. And then it was like, bam. Like something just like blocked you. And it was like, no. And now you're mad. You see the expression on this card? Hopefully you do. But I think she looks mad here. She's like, ugh. And she just feels completely imprisoned. The truth is that there's going to be, the lesson here is that understanding that, first of all, this imprisonment, you're doing it to yourself. Okay, there's nothing else. Like, yes, okay, there can be difficulty around you. But this person here is kind of like tied up in a way that they're doing to themselves. Like, it's literally their braid. It's on their head. But, yeah, so there's part of that. I think it's just like the universe is like, you can't always get what you want. And that's not a fun lesson to experience, for sure. I get it. But maybe you're someone who you're able to manifest pretty easily, or you're able to, maybe you're even someone who's quite manipulative. And I'm not saying that in like a accusatory way. I'm not here to be moralistic or judge you in any way. This is a judgment-free zone. But you might even be someone who's kind of a little bit manipulative, and you're like, you're not worried about life, because you're like, even if I don't get it right away, I'll find a way. Like, oh yeah, I'll talk to them. Or like, yeah, I'm gonna do something like in the background of things, and I'm gonna be able to make it so that I get what I want, or I get something else that I would want more than what I would be offered otherwise. There might be something about this year, or you might be someone, you were in a situation of maybe privilege, where I'm getting, for some of you, you worked at like this, your father's business. That's really random. I don't know why father specifically. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's for like someone specific, or like you worked at like a family business or something, and because of that, like you got it like easier than others, or you could just like ask for a promotion and you would get one, or you could, I don't know, maybe ask for like vacation easily. You know, maybe you were treated a bit differently than other people because of that. There was like a privileged link here. In that case, to your father, but it could be, as I said, this is specific, so for you it could be a little bit different. Yeah, there's something like that, and then suddenly this month it's just like big wake-up call. You're kind of like, yeah. It's not fun, absolutely not. But as I said, there's a part of that that's you. It's like, you need to understand here that what happens to us, what other people do to us, how they treat us, how they speak to us, what they say to us, we can't control that. All we can control is what we do in response, is how we react. So yes, you're gonna be stopped here in your vigor, whatever, but you're still a queen here. The question is, are you gonna decide to imprison yourself or to free yourself? Because this situation, maybe you're gonna, at first you're not gonna believe it, or you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be able to find like an easy way out or another option pretty easily. Like, you're just not gonna accept it because it's gonna be too difficult to face. But there's gonna be a moment where you're like, oh my god, this is really it, isn't it? And yes, or at least for the month of March. Okay, I don't know further because we're doing March for now. But this is so much about you changing your perspective. This is what the Hanged Man is about. And I think that also, I'm hearing a quote from a show I watched that says, I survived because I wasn't alone. It's from the OA, I believe, which is a really great show. If you don't know it, you should check it out. But if you don't know it, that's fine. But if you know it, hi. We can talk about it if you want. But anyway, back to you. So I feel like you're gonna have to change your perspective on teamwork here, or that teamwork, creating alliances, realizing that you're not alone in this, realizing that you can make friends, that you have people to support you. It was 11/11 when I said that. That I think that's gonna really be helpful. Also, just like exchanging and discussing with others about this can help you change your perspective a lot. Because with the Hanged Man here, it's all about changing our perspective, but it's also just like there's a stillness that's associated with this card of like things not moving. Because this person, I mean, here it's not really represented how this person is being like tied up or hung, but in the Rider-Waite, what happens is that the person tied their own feet up. Like, they put themselves in this position so that they could kind of lay upside down to see the world through a new lens, through a new perspective. That's what's really going on. And so I think that you should, as soon as possible, try to do that, because that's going to help you out a lot. And so, because you're gonna reach a moment you're like, okay, there's part of this that I feel powerless about, that I'm not gonna be able to change, at least not for now. And then you realize, well, am I gonna spend the whole time like being upset and being mad and like, oh my god, I hate this, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here all day long? Or are you gonna try to accept it and be like, okay, listen, it happens, like maybe there's something I have to learn in this, maybe it's not all bad, maybe there's some things that are fun, even if it's like the smallest little thing that seems completely insignificant. Focusing on that can make you feel a lot better. And when you open yourself up, maybe if this is a job, maybe you have colleagues that you can get along really well with, or that, they can help you, or they're very wise and they're going to help you. Maybe they're like really philosophical and they're going to help you kind of think through all of this and help you reach a new perspective. Or, maybe they have something else to say, or maybe you can make new friends, even if you don't think that you can. Who knows? But you're not going to be able to experience that if you don't open yourself up, and if you don't dare try to see the positive, or at least try to accept the situation, instead of convince yourself that you're just unhappy and you're going to be unhappy forever as long as you're in this, and that you're doomed to this. This is not about you being doomed to that. Okay, yeah. But I think that when change comes, it's going to come really quickly with this 8 of Wands. I almost said 8 of Swords. With this 8 of Wands at the bottom here. So yes, it will come, but it's not on the table yet. Literally, it's not on the table yet. Because you have to go through this and learn all of this right now. And, later on in your life, you're probably going to understand why. When you reflect on it, you're probably going to understand why you have to go through this, because it's going to make you wiser, more mature, and maybe you're going to have to understand what it's like to change your perspective, or to accept your situation through other situations that you're going to experience in your life later on, even if it's going to be different, okay? So that's all I'm seeing for these cards. I want to end the reading by pulling an oracle card of advice for you. So what is Spirit's advice to Taurus for the month of March to help them through this challenge? Advice for Taurus, please. Okay, we're gonna take the one here at the top. So let's see. We have number 23, Eagle Spirit, and it says Spirit has your back. So yeah, you don't need to feel like the world or the universe or your spirit guides, or if you're religious, your God has abandoned you. They definitely haven't. And if you want to work through this, again, like you're not going to be alone, like physically and also like spiritually, metaphorically, if you want to open yourself up to that. Um, at the bottom here, we have no, not canary. It looks like a canary. The nightingale spirits, love is all around. And on the top we have the bobcat, and it says life is a mystery. So yes, there's some part of that you can't really see where it's going to bring you or why it's happening right now, but there is a higher, broader reason for all of this. And so there's a certain need of having, you just kind of have to surrender to a certain point. So let's say the booklet's message for the eagle spirit. There could be something more interesting, or something more that is interesting for you all. So the oracle message for eagle spirit is: think of the eagles flying high above the other birds, soaring on the wind. Eagle spirit has appeared to ask whether you're willing to soar to new heights, even if that means solitude for a short while. Truly, all the wisdom of the world is available to you. When storms flash across the sky, it is eagle spirit that raises you above it all, helping you conquer fear and overcome adversity, reminding you that spirit has your back and wants you to experience life at its fullest. At this moment, you are meant to know that you have the highest of wisdom and courage within, gifted to you by spirit and all the angels. Boldly build your nest in a lofty space and know that now you can fly effortlessly, proudly embodying eagle spirit in all her glory and grace, claiming what is truly yours in divine timing. Okay, so beautiful message, Taurus. That is actually all that I have for you for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it was insightful and that it resonated. If it did, please like this video to let me know. Comment down below. I would love to discuss all of this with you. Share this video, subscribe to my channel for more. I would love to have you here. If this didn't resonate, that's okay. It can happen. I always make all of these videos with the intention of it being for all three, sun, moon, and rising. So if this didn't resonate very much, you can check out your other sign or signs. They will be on my channel. If you don't see them right now, they will be within the next couple of days. So I suggest that you subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on that. But anyway, that's enough for me. I wish you an amazing rest of your day or night, an amazing month of March. I'm sending you a lot of love, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.